Hello, this is Reed White, reporting for another installment of Reed's Rants. And one of the reasons why it might seem that I'm a little flustered today is because I'm doing a rant that I feel is absolutely necessary. You see, I'm one of the people who went to go see Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but however, I'm one of the people that thought that the movie was totally kick-ass. I completely enjoyed everything about the movie. However, as I look on the site of my second home, YouTube, I see ignorance, basically. And not that I'm calling anybody okay, I am calling certain people ignorant, but it's an ignorance that cannot be ignored. Now, people go to the movies to be entertained. The Indiana Jones series is gold. Everybody has to agree with that. Even if you haven't seen the Indiana Jones series, you've seen it. There's so many references to Indiana Jones, it's ridiculous. Cartoons that you watch, for instance, I probably don't know. I probably should go to hell for remembering this. But in the Rugrats movie, there was a link to the Indiana Jones series. Cartoons, commercials, whatnot. There was a commercial for Diet Coke relating around the first 3 movies, which I find hilarious because when the chick who goes to finds the Diet Coke and is rescued by Indiana Jones all these times and finally gives the Coke to her husband, he does not thank her at all. It was like, hey, you got me a Coke. Sweet. While she's just laying on the couch like, are you fucking serious? I just went through hell and back. There was a guy dressed up like a Templar telling me to choose between Pepsi and Coke in my refrigerator. The floor just cracked in half, and you're not even going to say thank you, honey? No, fuck you. Yeah, it's that serious, people. And the way I sense this, I'm really disappointed. As I've already stated in my last rant, fanboys need to shut the fuck up. Because number one, if you are a dedicated fan of something, it's more than likely that you were not born when that certain franchise started in the first place. Like myself, I was not born when Batman became an immediate franchise, even as far as the movies go. I was born a year after the Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson film. So that's one of the common facts. That fans are usually become fans of something after they see the product. Before they were born. And in this case, it's proven a lot in Indiana Jones flicks, since Raiders of the Lost Ark came out a year after The Empire Strikes Back. Now, there have been a lot of speculations about fanboys that are overweight and still live with their mother even though they're 25 years old. That's how I see them. The ones that have absolutely no life and just can't enjoy a movie because it's a movie with their favorite characters in it. Unless it's Batman and Robin, because that just sucked monkey balls. Anyway, I know I just contradicted myself here, but just bear with me. Anyway, for instance, I've heard people saying that that George Lucas should not have anything to do with the Indiana Jones franchise. Now, first of all, George Lucas was one of the people that came up with the concept of Indiana Jones in the first place. Plus, why wouldn't George Lucas produce the 4th Indiana Jones franchise with his production company Lucasfilms Ltd. when he produced the first 3? Now just think about it. How stupid do you think some people would sound like George Lucas should not have anything to do with Indy 4, even though he already produced the first 3. See what I'm talking about? Secondly, the fact that they should not have used the alien storyline. All right, originally, because the movie is going to be based in the 1950s, and the fact that both Steven Spielberg and George Lucas said that they were trying, since the era of time was too old to base it off of a movie serial like they did with the first 3 Indy films and Star Wars, that they would base it off of a B-rated alien flick. This was already known, so what better choice to go with but with the Crystal Skulls? And number 3. Yeah, 3. The fact that fanboys are complaining about why they went with the Crystal Skulls in the first place just makes me sick. Like, here's a discussion. Like, the alien plot sucked balls. They should not have went with the alien plot. Dude! Do you think there are that many artifacts in both the Christian religion and maybe the Islam religion to keep going with indie flicks? I mean, if you think about it, the only 2 artifacts that are in the Christian religion are the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail, since they found remnants of Noah's Ark about 10 years ago already. So that wouldn't. And besides, the Crystal Skulls actually exist. Now, I'm not downing the Christian religion. I'm religious myself, and base my religious activities toward the Christian religion. Although I don't necessarily call myself a Christian because I don't stick to the rules of religion personally. But just think about it. The Ark of the Covenant. I have gotten into a discussion about how many artifacts there are in the Christian religion, and it went something like this. So you mean to tell me that they should have based the Indiana Jones 4 off of another artifact? Yeah, they should. Okay, name another one other than the 2 that weren't already mentioned in the Indiana Jones list. The 10 Commandments. Dude, the 10 Commandments are in the Ark of the Covenant. That's that dust that Belloc, or the Nazi, poured out when he put his hand inside the Ark of the Covenant in Belloc. Those are the remnants of the 10 Commandments, dude. There are no other artifacts in Christian mythology, unless you want to go as far as Revelation, and those don't even exist yet. I mean, it's crazy. You can't base what Here's what I want to say to all the fanboys out there that has something against Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, or any other franchise that other people who enjoy going to go see movies on beloved characters such as Indiana Jones should do. If you feel that these accusations and these ideas are so horrible, go to fucking Hollywood and do something about it. All you're doing is just complaining and not taking any action. If you want the mythology of your favorite hero to live on in what you feel is the right way, then go to fucking Hollywood and do something about it. But if you're not going to do that and you're just going to complain all day, then just shut up and let everybody else who wants to see the movie enjoy it. That's how I feel about Hollywood's adaptations about animes into movies, and that's how I feel about our beloved characters. I ran across people who do not appreciate the Batman remakes. Says that it's gonna suck. There's even one person I ran across that says that all PG-13 movies suck. I had to chew them out. I had to chew them out a little bit, but I found out that he was actually being sarcastic, so I apologized. But yeah, when it comes to things like this, I can't be any more serious. Well, this has been my rant for this week. Might as well be on Reed's Rant. I'm Reed White. Peace.